Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And
Your daughter, Brynn, is playing, I believe. So she's getting into something down there,
Crawling around.
and that's a good thing. And she was diagnosed before she was born, right?
Yep, about 20 weeks.
What was she diagnosed with, and how did that make you feel when that was all going on inside?
She was diagnosed with sacrococcygeal teratoma tumor at 20 weeks. They noticed on a routine ultrasound, and so we got to come visit university specialty clinics and told us what it was and expectations of that and that kind of thing. And you know, as a mother carrying a baby, it's hard enough to try to keep yourself healthy, to try to have a healthy pregnancy for yourself and for your child, and then to find out something like that is pretty gut-wrenching. So it was a lot to take, and but we got through it. A lot of family and friends help, and that's what you need.
how do you treat something and treat someone who hasn't been born yet?
Well, they basically wanted to get Brynn as far along as possible. When we got to about 27 weeks, they started talking fetal intervention, which they don't do at this hospital. So we were lucky that we didn't have to go that route. She started showing signs of heart failure at about 27 weeks. So we, at that point, I got steroid injections to boost her lungs, lung growth, and that kind of thing. And at 31 weeks, I went into labor, and she was born. We kept her in there for several weeks after that. So she had several echocardiograms to check that fluid around the heart and make sure she was okay. There's a fine line there where it's safer for her to be in than out, and that's where we were dancing around for quite a while.
And then what kind of procedures and treatments did she have when she was born?
Once she was out, obviously she went straight to NICU, and then within 36 hours she had the tumor removed, which was quite a large tumor. It was about 2.5 pounds.
Wow. And how much did she weigh when she was born?
She was 6 pounds 11 ounces,
So
she
a third
was
of her body weight.
pretty good size for being 9 weeks early.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, a third of her birth weight was to the tumor, and basically they said when we get that off, then everything else should fall into place. And so she just had the one surgery, and that's all that we've had to deal with so far.
What's the as far as the birth rate and the mortality rate for kids who have this? It's not very good, is it?
She is 1 in 40, about 35 to 40,000 live births. And they never, they don't like to tell you of total babies born, but what I have learned is about 50 to 60% don't make it to live births.
Wow.
So in your eyes, she's a miracle.
Absolutely, 100%.
What kind of issues does she face? Any, as far as now that things are looking good, does she have any problems or things that are coming up here in the near future?
She doesn't have any problems that we know of right now. There's always a concern for orthopedic issues. It was connected to her spine, so that's kind of a major thing. Also bladder issues and things like that, which you won't know until she's potty training, things like that. And there's always that chance that tumor could come back. And the chance, if that does come back, the chance of it being cancerous is greater than what it was in utero.
1-800-456-2772. We ask for your pledge now.
Good luck with potty training, by the way. It's not going so well at my house.
My other two went smoothly, so I'm sure this one will be a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Send me an email with some tips. 1-800-456-2772. Another example of the miracles that happen at this hospital every day. Diagnosing something before the child is born. That's absolutely amazing. And then having a plan and knowing what's going to happen once that child comes here. 1-800-456-2772.
Leann Area Credit Union tossing up a match until 10 o'clock this morning. So we've got free money for you. All you have to do is make your pledge, and it'll be matched dollar for dollar from Leann Area Credit Union. We thank them for doing that as well. Leann, thank you for sharing your story with us this morning and being up here on the couches with us. We really appreciate you doing that.
You're very welcome.